and welcome to A Taste of Acton. I'm your host, Rick Dion, and today we have a very special guest, owner and sous chef of the restaurant Le Lyonnais.
My name is Gérard Labrosse, and I am the owner and chef of Le Lyonnais in Acton.
There you go, and that's the correct pronunciation of it. And what are we gonna make today on the program?
Oh, we do a lot of cooking there.
Okay.
So first we will do a nice salad, a pear salad, with bear my name.
Okay.
So it's fantastic salad because I will not give
Because
my name for
it's got your
for
name
nothing.
in it.
Yeah.
How did it end up with your name?
Well,
Because
I created it.
Oh, you created it.
Yeah, sure.
And so it's a pear salad.
Yeah, it's this time of the season. It's easy to collect some nice pear on the farm around Acton. So it's what I've done, you know.
And what's the pears look a little different than a normal pear? Is there something special?
Well, because we I poached them in a red wine with sugar, vanilla, and some citrus.
And how long do you have to let them sit?
Well, you poach them. It depends. If the pear is very ripe, you poach them less. If they a little bit hard, like those one, you leave them a little bit more long. Okay. So it's where you become the chef. You have to be sure.
That's right. Yeah. Yeah. You have to know exactly how. So what
you want them farm? See, like those ones, they look very firm, you know.
They're firm, yeah.
But they easy.
And when a pear is firm, does that mean it's fresh or that it's not so fresh?
Well, sometimes it's not ripe enough.
Oh, sometimes not ripe enough. So it could be all over the spectrum.
You know, it's depends, you know, how you see it. You know.
All right. And how do we put the salad together at Le Lyonnais?
At Le Lyonnais? So we will, I better to get what I need there, okay? We put them there. We will dress the salad a little bit like this. And you see the pear are just cooked but firm, you know.
Yeah.
For the vision, it's very nice, you know. Right?
Nice presentation.
Yeah, it's what you want, you know. I like them when they have a little.
You like it when they have the stem on them?
Yeah, because you feel like you just get them, you know what I mean? Yeah. So those one, like, I should get those one.
And so tell me a little bit more about the actual lettuce that you selected for the salad.
The what?
The lettuce that you selected for the salad?
This is masculine. It's organic salad. You
organic
know?
salad.
Yeah, it's coming like this, you know. And
It's slippery after they've been soaking in red wine, huh?
Yeah, that's it, you know. But at least they stand.
Yeah.
Okay. And now we add some nice, we make a nice raspberry vinaigrette.
You make the raspberry vinaigrette, right?
Yeah, with fresh raspberry. We cook them and we add some vinegar. You know,
and that's pretty much it for the vinaigrette, huh?
Yeah. Well, you can do what you want, but this one is okay. So you put a little bit vinaigrette. I have the walnut there. Okay. And on the top we add some walnut. So you can do like this or the way you want, you know. But if you want
just throw them on there, right?
Yeah. Before you do this, you make sure you guys are not allergic to walnut, you know, because it's happened very often.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah. So yeah, you don't want to have anybody allergic to the nuts
well,
before
if
the dish.
you do this at home, you know, you make sure.
Sure. Yeah.
Some, you know, because today is very current.
Yeah.
People are allergic to that.
There's a lot of people with the nut allergies.
Yeah.
So.
And we add a little bit our vinaigrette too.
A little bit more vinaigrette?
Yeah, this is a different vinaigrette.
I was going to say, it's not red.
Yeah, this one is it's just for the taste. This is our whole vinaigrette. We do everything at the restaurant. We do our whole vinaigrette.
Make all the ingredients.
Yeah, absolutely.
Fantastic. And so this salad, if somebody sees it and wants to come in and get this salad, How do they order it?
It's salad Gérard.
Salad Gérard. It doesn't get any easier than that, right?
No, that's it.
All right, we're gonna just jump over to this side, and we're gonna talk to Jennifer, and she's gonna show us how to make a rose out of a tomato, if you can believe that. I still don't believe it's possible.
It is much more difficult to use a paring knife. It's much easier to use a serrated steak knife.
Okay.
Or a serrated paring knife.
So the best thing to do is if you have a serrated knife, then of course to do this.
Yes.
Okay.
So it takes a second to get in there.
That's fine.
She's an artist.
Yes. I mean, if you can make a rose out of a tomato, that's pretty artistic.
Takes a moment and patience.
So, and what you're doing is you're skinning, just skinning the
Outer
tomato.
skin.
Okay.
And you have to be slow, patient, don't rush it.
That's all right. Take your time. So, how long have you been in the restaurant business?
I started in 1951.
1951. And where?
You were not born.
I wasn't born. You're absolutely right. And where did you get your start?
I started in France, in my own town.
And what was the name of that town?
I born Cours-la-Ville.
Cours-la-Ville? How am I doing with my French pronunciations today?
You do quite good.
A little bit of work.
Yeah, you do good.
A little bit of work.
Yeah.
And what was the first restaurant you worked in? What was it like?
I work in my little village.
Yeah.
And from this, I went different place, unique in my time. You know, I worked with the best chef of my time. You know.
Yeah.
And before I come to America. You know.
Yeah, Jennifer's jumping ahead on us. She's got the rose all made.
Yeah.
I don't think we saw that.
So we could put it back together.
Jennifer, put it back.
Could you just explain to us exactly what you did? So you skin the tomato, and now you have this long piece of skin.
Yeah. And there's this area where it's a little wider than the rest of it. I use that as my base.
Okay.
And I just kind of roll it up around itself and slowly work into the middle to set it and tighten it as I go.
And you make it just that easy, right?
Mm-hmm.
You guys make everything look easy. That's fantastic. And a rose out of a tomato.
We'd go right there on the center.
And right in the center of the salad.
You know. Yeah. So we're looking so good now. Huh?
And it looks fantastic.
Yeah, sure.
It smells pretty good in here because we're making a few other things. Yeah. The next thing that we want to talk about is a little bit about the hors d'oeuvres that you guys serve, right? Yeah. So
but this is a kind of hors d'oeuvre, but we.
So would this be considered an hors d'oeuvre now?
Many people have this as a start. You know.
So the salads first, then the hors d'oeuvres?
No, not exactly. This is people start sometimes with this, but sometimes we start with the pâté, we start with the escargot.
So it's whatever you like.
Yeah.
Whatever you like. So.
Or both if you like, but.
So the salad's ready. You guys know how to make a rose out of a tomato, and next we're going to go into the hors d'oeuvres. We've prepared the salad Gérard. And we've moved on to appetizers that you offer at the restaurant. Why don't you tell us what we have here in front of us?
Well, those appetizers, we have many, but those ones are very popular. We have the escargot of Bourgogne.
Okay.
Yeah. We have our pâté, we fabricate it at the restaurant.
So
it never tastes the same because I never measure it, but it's always good.
So the pâté always has a little bit of a different flavor because you don't measure the ingredients and you make everything at the restaurant, like we've said.
Yes.
So what's in the pâté? What makes up the pâté?
Well, it's mostly goose liver or chicken liver. You have pork, you have veal, and some seasoning.
And that's an all in the pâté.
On the middle road there you have a prune.
A prune in the middle. Yeah. And so, what's the process of making the pâté? Is it just grind everything up and put it in a bowl? I mean.
Yes. It's part of this, and you add a little bit cognac to give him the French flavor.
Or a lot of cognac, right?
And you have to cook it until you get to 160 in one bain-marie. Bain-marie means you put the terrine water on the oven and cook it very slow until it gets 160 temperature.
So how long does it take to cook a pâté?
Well, I would say 1 hour and 1 half, something like this.
Okay. All right. And the escargot.
You shake it. You shake the temperature. When the temperature.
How do you mean you shake it? You just.
Well, no, you have a thermometer.
Oh, okay. All right. Yeah.
When you get to 160, it's perfect for you.
All right, and we said that you've been cooking since the 50s.
Yeah, I start on the 50s as an apprentice, you know.
As an apprentice, and who were you cooking under? You said it was a famous chef.
Oh yes, all my chefs of my generation were, in those days, it was, we used to work for those places for nothing, you know.
Okay, just to learn, or?
Just to learn,
yeah.
You know, and with a minimum of few cents by month, you know.
Yeah.
You know, to be just have the privilege to work with those people.
Yeah, fantastic. And how did you end up coming to the United States in Acton, particularly?
Yeah, well, I was working in Paris at that time at the Closerie des Lilas in Paris, and I met that lady who used to have 2 restaurants in Boston. And she asked me if I was interested to come and work for her.
Okay.
So I made my first step there, you know. And I worked quite a few years in Boston before I decided to raise a family. I get married with my wife Joan, and raise a family, and I was thinking Acton was a good area for this. So I backed the propriety, I developed the...
So you decided to come to Acton to raise your family, and you found a property that was perfect to have a restaurant in.
Yes.
And that was the origin of the restaurant.
Right. 42 years ago.
42 years ago in Acton. You've been in Acton for 42 years.
We danced the tango with my wife.
I know, right? Yeah, you must be having a great time. That's what they say.
Yeah.
Well,
you know, between a fantastic man is a fantastic lady.
Absolutely, absolutely. So let's talk a little bit about the escargot. I know very, very little to nothing about escargot. So what can you tell us about it?
Escargot, they imported from France, from Bourgogne.
Okay.
It's those one. Okay. So you receive the shell and you stuff them inside. You know.
Okay.
We make our own butter. You know.
So you make the filling
yourself. The filling. Yeah.
Yeah.
We don't bake them out or whatever. You know.
Okay.
So it's only butter, garlic, shallots, and herbs. You know.
Okay. Yeah. So you also have brought today with you a fish dish.
Yes.
So, which is what we're going to get to.
Well, yeah, because I believe in Boston we have so much fresh fish. You have the privilege to have all those things. So,
yeah.
But you know, I call it a paella. It's really a paella. You know,
okay.
who's making Provence near the Spain border.
Okay, great.
Yeah.
So we're gonna come back for that, and we're gonna you're gonna show us how you make your fish dish.
That's right.
And like you said, because we live in New England, you got to have a fish dish. Okay, so we've had a wonderful salad and some great hors d'oeuvres, and we're on to the fish meal. And why don't you tell us about the fish dish that we have here?
Well, we call this paella basquaise. The Basque is a country between Espagne and France.
Okay.
We're very strong on fish. So is the way we do it, okay? There you have a one full stock. I make it from lobster shell.
So you have a lobster shell stock?
Yes, white wine.
And you were saying that you guys make all your stocks and everything right there at the restaurant. Yeah. And that's unusual.
Yes, sometimes when we start on the evening, we have nothing on the stove, only the stock.
Okay.
Our sauce, that's it.
Stocks and sauces,
we have
everything.
to dance with all this.
Great, everything fresh, right? That's how it tastes the best.
Yeah, so this is done at a minute, okay? Jennifer will put the fish. So some fish cook more quickly of the other one. So we will start by the shellfish, and she will start to add this to the stock.
Okay.
Yeah.
And the ingredients that are out in front of the fish dish, is that stuff that's already in the stock?
Yeah, we put some, but we will add just a little bit saffron.
Saffron.
Yeah, and I have also some different herbs, a little bit mint there.
Okay.
But it's already some curry there. This is lavande from Texas.
Okay.
I was in Texas recently, and I found a farm up there where they raise fresh lavande. And I love it, you know.
So we were talking a little bit about the saffron before, and what I didn't know, and what Jennifer told me, is that it's a pretty rare spice.
Yeah, it's very expensive. You know, 1 kilo could go, 1 pound could go $1,000.
Wow, that's amazing. And it comes
You
from how do you get saffron?
Well, they get it's like a flower. They get just the inside of the flowers, so it's very difficult and time-consuming. And it's very rare. I guess in France we have only a few kilos by year we can collect. That's it.
Fantastic. That's unbelievable. So while that's cooking, why don't you tell us a little bit about your background? How did you get started in cooking?
I actually started in a Catholic boarding technical high school.
Okay.
In St. Johnsbury, Vermont. It was the St. Johnsbury Academy. And while I was as well learning how to cook, I was a dishwasher at a restaurant.
Fantastic.
So,
and how long have you been working at the Lyonnais?
3.5 years. 3.5 years, right?
Yes, that's right.
Yeah. How did I do with the name?
Very well.
Very
you do
well?
better and better.
Better every time,
Yeah.
right? Every time. So and while the fish are cooking, so can you tell us a little bit more about the restaurant itself? You said you opened it when you came to Acton
42 years ago, 1971.
1971 is when you opened the
4th
restaurant.
November 1971. Yeah.
And is that when you opened the restaurant, or is that when you came to Acton?
No, when it took me about 9 months to develop the restaurant.
Okay.
Go through all the permits.
So you've been in Acton quite a while cooking French food.
Yes, I do. And of course, like I say it, we opened this with my wife, and she take care of the front.
Yeah.
But it's a lot of involved the front because people, as people coming to sit, the perfection have to start at the front.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah. So, it's a show every day.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
And if you had to pick, what would be your favorite dish that you guys make?
Well, I put my heart in every dish, so it's
So you love them all. They're like your children?
That's right.
I hear you.
Yeah.
So and you just added the salmon,
Yes.
right? Is that right?
That's
Did I get that right? So so salmon takes a little bit less time to cook than the other fish that's on there?
No, it takes a little bit more time.
A little bit more. I'm sorry. That's what I meant.
It's
Yeah.
a little bit firmer than the whitefish.
Okay. Great.
This we will put. This is gray salt. It will take a little bit less. They're very fragile.
Yeah. What kind of fish is that in the middle?
Gray salt.
Swordfish.
Salt.
Oh, soulfish. So soul.
Yeah,
So okay.
yeah.
Yeah. All right. Fantastic.
So this is sea perch.
Okay.
This is a very firm fish, very easy to work with. And the shrimp, of course, scallop take very
And
little time.
is this proportionate? Like if I came in and ordered this, is this the amount of fish I would get with this meal, or is it's enhanced for the show?
Yeah, it's just for the show.
Okay, fantastic.
But if we do it for one, so it's the fish we use. It sometimes never the same fish, but what the market gives us.
Right. Whatever's biting that day, right?
Yeah. The market is not always raw.
And all your seafood comes right in from Boston?
Mostly Gloucester.
Gloucester.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. We have a lot of privilege to get every day of the week we want.
And when you serve something like fish, it can be a little tricky, right? Because you have to keep it fresh.
Well, if you receive it when you receive it, every day if you want, it's always fresh.
No, but I mean, you have to make sure that you order the right amount because.
Oh yes, of course, you know. Yeah.
So how long did it take you to get the feel for that? About how
well,
easy?
If the fish coming right from the boat, it's really superb, okay.
Right.
But don't forget when you go to a store, you see the week before they will have hot dog on sale. They already have the hot dog,
Yeah, right.
So, you see my vision. He coming from the boat, the fellow who bring me to me, so it's always extra fresh, And we have the basket with ice on the front door, and So it's what's going on.
It smells fantastic while it's cooking, and so
you see those scallop, the dry scallop, okay. If you go to a store, you will find two kinds of scallop. The dry one, if we find you have the other one they call not dry. And the other one they about $3-4 less by pound because they put some chemic inside to conserve them.
Oh, no kidding! I didn't know that. Yeah.
So see with that color they give you, in any store, good store will have both.
Fantastic. And so what else, what makes up the stock that you're cooking in? Is it just the lobster shell stock?
Well, white wine, fish stock, you know, a lot of herbs,
Yeah.
and so you cook it with red wine many hours slowly. Strength.
Many hours. It sounds like you spend a lot of time in the kitchen cooking things that take
Yeah,
a long time to cook.
I do. Yeah, cooking is a lot of is a lot of work, you know.
Yeah.
It's not, you know, and so it takes a lot of time and patience and all this, you know. Yeah. But it's a lot of fun too, you know.
Yeah. Well, you have to enjoy it, I assume.
Well, when you do it for 60 years, you
Right.
better to enjoy it.
You better be liking something about it because it's been a long time. So, and do you have plans? I mean, are you gonna keep cooking forever, or do you ever have plans on
Don't say
riding off
nothing
into the
because
sunset?
it's my wife and me, you know. She said, when you want retired, you know.
Yeah. So
But,
she's asking the same questions, huh? Maybe she slid me that question to ask you.
Bandit.
So we're just adding the fish slowly.
Yeah, it will be cooked. So this that take only with a few minutes, you know.
Yeah, sure.
So you have a nice fish soup. You could serve it that way, but us we will put the rest underneath, so it will become a paella.
Oh, okay, I understand.
So you have two dishes in one, if you want.
Sure.
You know, if you want to have at home only one fish fish soup, really,
yeah,
you
like a
will
fish
use
soup,
only
yeah.
this. If you want a paella, you will that's what we will do today, you know.
Okay.
Yeah, so when you have some friends at home, it's a nice dish to have.
Yeah, sure.
Because you put this on the middle of the table, everybody.
And you take a little bit of rice,
Yeah,
a little bit of stew, and you're off to the races.
Yeah.
I'm just going to add this.
Oh, it's the lobster.
The lobster should be actually done.
And so there's actually one extra surprise to this dish, which we're pulling out of the oven. I don't know if you can get a shot of that, maybe not, but it's coming to the table now. And that is what would be a fish dish without lobster, right?
Oh yes, yeah.
And is there any special preparation that you do to the
Yes,
lobster?
well, I had to go to a restaurant and feel like a mechanic person, you know, to
Okay.
break things, you know.
Sure,
You
yeah.
are well dressed. So at the restaurant we serve the lobster completely, you know.
So
you can eat it with a
You
fork.
never serve
that's
it full shell because you don't want people squirting juice all over their
so
nice
it's,
clothing.
I don't like it myself.
You don't
my
like it.
customer, you know. So. It's
So
what we-
do you cook the lobster first
yeah,
and then cut them, or
we
do you
we
cut
coo-
them and then cook them? Because
we receive them, we cook them. They
Okay.
take about 5-6 minutes, okay. And after we take out all the meat, and you will use the rest of the body to make the stock.
Okay.
Yeah.
And it looks like you have some nice herbs in there and stuff like that.
Yes, we do.
What
Yeah.
what do you add to the?
Yeah. Well, we have we have always a garlic butter.
Okay.
We put on
Can't
the
go
top.
wrong with garlic
But
butter.
otherwise, my cooking is very lean. I use very little fat.
Okay.
Approve it.
Yeah, you look you look more fit than I do. I'll tell you that much.
So my cooking, so it's very lean. It's only you do it to seal the meat.
Okay.
Okay, to come in
seal
here
in the
for-
juices?
Yeah, the way it don't get. So when you bring it, the butter get that on the top, and it's just.
Yeah, it doesn't even look like you'd have to dip that lobster in
Yeah.
butter. I'll tell you that much. It's nice and juicy.
Mm-hmm. So voila, how we do there.
A little bit longer.
We do well. It's the stuff we don't do well.
Yeah.
It will be ready in a few minutes. Yeah.
And the smell that comes out every time you guys open that
Yeah.
pot is unbelievable. I mean, it's just fantastic. Here
can
we go. Now the
make best.
saffron. That's what I was waiting to see.
Yeah.
You see, and that's all you need for that big pot.
Oh yes, you don't need much, you know.
It's unbelievable.
Yeah.
I thought it was a color when you guys said saffron. I said, it's not
No.
a color. I think that might be cyan or something like that.
Then
Might be a
we
little bit
put
off.
but,
Lavender.
yeah,
And lavender.
yeah.
It's a very flowery dish, huh?
Yeah, it is. It should explode on you, you know,
Yeah.
as all the flavor, you know,
Yes.
coming to you, you know. It's very explosive dish, you know. I love to do it at the restaurant. People, it's very popular. Try to put the fish on the top on attractive way.
Okay. Yeah, you make everything look very, very nice and attractive.
Okay.
And here, I'll slide that right out of the way for you.
Oh,
Oh,
God.
there it is. That's what I'm talking about.
Yeah, it's there.
Yeah.
You have it.
Absolutely. Hey, listen, this is why I do this.
Attends, it's okay. You together.
That's why we have a studio full of camera people here.
Yeah.
Is for the payoff at the end. All right, look at those huge chunks of fish and
So
seafood.
if you have a big dish like this, you have some friends over.
Yeah.
It's a very nice dish.
I don't know. I don't think I'd want to have any friends eating my food if I had this in front of me. So the food is so elegant. I mean, is there a dress code for the restaurant when you come in?
No, we don't have any dress code. You come the way you wish.
So I can just come in
that's
anytime
right.
and
The way you
have
wish.
some
Absolutely.
glorious French food here.
Mhm.
That's unbelievable. And we were talking a little bit. I think it's important to mention that there's you guys have plenty of meals for kids too.
Yes.
Because some kids they see this and they wouldn't go near.
No,
it,
they
you know?
will not. But we do some gentle. We have a hamburger.
Hamburgers,
organic.
yeah.
Organic.
Everything
meat.
is everything organic at the
organic.
restaurant, or as much as you can.
As much we can.
Yeah.
Yes. Organic sometimes is not the. If you go on the shelf of a store, you always watch out for the dead because
Sure.
organic don't move as quickly.
Right. Yeah.
So, but as much we can, we use organic. We use all organic, olive oil, many times like this.
That looks fantastic. I mean, do we have? Did you get? I assume you guys already got the overhead shot of this, but it's unbelievable. I mean, my mouth is watering standing here.
We need
And they haven't even gotten to the part where they're going to add the lobster to the plate. It's unbelievable. I mean, just the pile of seafood that you guys are putting out in front of us here.
Yeah, of course, this will be for a dish if you
Sure.
have 10, 12 friends.
Sure. So this would be like a party-sized dish.
Yeah, also if we have a regular dish.
Sure.
But all this go for 1, 2 and small proportion.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah.
Unbelievable.
We have a ladle.
that.
We have to put. Where is the ladle?
Right here.
Thank you.
And so now you're just going to put some stock over the top also?
That's it.
Fantastic.
When you eat this, you think you are not in life.
I know, yeah. I mean, that's it. I mean, those are the best things in life right there. You have all in one dish. And then the lobster to top it off. That's unbelievable.
But with the lobster, you don't have to touch nothing, what
Yeah,
I mean?
yeah,
You can
no, it's
eat it with a
fantastic.
fork,
Yeah.
Yeah.
No need to have nutcrackers on the lobster. And there it is. That is a beautiful, beautiful dish.
Et voilà.
Voila! So, Chef, tell us what we got in front of us over here.
Well, we have creme caramel,
Mm-hmm.
we have mousse chocolat, and we will put few crepes there,
So you're gonna put
So,
the crepes together
yeah.
for us?
Yeah, so we do a lot of nice dessert at the restaurant. Sometimes after people coming only for dessert, espresso,
Sure.
cappuccino.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Hey,
everything
there's
is
nothing wrong with
everything
with
is
dinner
made
for
at the
dessert
house.
for dinner,
Yeah.
right?
Everything is made on the house. So
And you make all the ingredients yourself, just like
Yeah.
everything else.
Mm-hmm.
So what goes into a crepe? Because I'm not even that familiar with
I
it.
will put the crème anglaise first there.
Okay.
Yeah, I will do this on the top, okay?
What's the process that goes into
Well,
making
this
a
is
crepe?
the process is only milk, eggs, flour,
Mm-hmm.
and a bit butter or oil.
Okay.
In any cooking book have is all recipes.
Mm-hmm.
Every chef do crepe differently.
Okay.
So,
All right.
but the idea is always the basic is right there, So
And then is there anything particular that you have to put in the filling, or is that kind of?
no, you could do what if you could create your own feeling. Here we will use but crème anglaise, what we use at the restaurant. Jennifer will put few raspberry inside, and I will put a little bit whipped cream on the top.
And is this
It could be many ways. Sometimes we fill it with apple,
okay?
fresh apple with soda, with
So it's like the fish. It depends on whatever fruit
yeah,
you have available.
Yeah, what we do,
Okay.
We fill them with bananas.
Okay, great.
Crêpe Jean-Paul is the name of my son.
Okay.
It's crepe Jean-Paul. We have crepe Joël, the name of my daughter.
Oh, so you've named all the crepes after your children?
Yes, you know,
That's
so
fantastic.
mixed with fresh fruit.
And
you know, so
tell us a little bit about this one while Jennifer puts that together, because
this is creme caramel. You know.
okay.
So this is pushed. It's only milk, a little bit cream, very little, and we put eggs, and sugar, and vanilla.
And that's what makes it.
That's it. It's Western. See, it's very.
It's like almost like a jello.
It's very gentle, you know. Yeah, it's very light, you know.
Light dessert, and then of course the chocolate mousse.
Chocolate mousse. We do then. I use Barry chocolate imported from France.
Oh.
And so
so
you can see the texture is
so
very
even all
rich.
the ingredients for the desserts you make right in the restaurant as well.
Yeah. So it's a very rich dessert, you know. But
I would assume that maybe the mousse is maybe the most popular.
Yes,
Yeah.
people like it, the family like it, children mousse chocolate,
Sure.
means something to them, yeah.
Sure, absolutely.
Yeah.
And so that's the last crepe.
Yeah. We have enough, yeah. Okay.
And then what's in the pastry bag that you're adding to the top?
It's whipped cream.
Whipped cream,
Yeah,
okay.
yeah. We'll put a little bit caramel sauce on the top.
Caramel over the top.
Yeah, we do it also. The caramel is done
Whipped
on the
cream,
house, yeah.
caramal,
Yeah, just a little bit,
fruit,
very light.
milk.
Yeah.
It all sounds good to me.
Yeah. We could put a few fresh raspberry. Yeah, would be good. Oh yeah. You will have to.
It's just a drop of raspberry. And you want the here, let me grab them for you.
Oh, thank you.
You're welcome.
So everything we do, try to make it as attractive as we can, you know.
Yeah.
And you do it with what you have on hand too. So this could be raspberry today, but this could be something else. Yeah.
It's a beautiful dessert dish, and the
it's
table is going to look absolutely amazing. And is that sugar?
Yeah, a little bit sugar. Yeah. Not too much.
Fantastic. Voila, right?
Voila.
All right, well, we're sitting at the table, obviously, and we have an absolutely feast, a fantastic, beautiful feast that you guys have prepared for us. And before we dig into anything, I just want to talk a little bit more about the restaurant. Where exactly is the restaurant located?
We are right on Route 2A.
You're right on Route 2A.
Yes.
So you can't miss it.
No.
And
We look like Napoleon on the road.
you look like Napoli?
Napoleon.
Napoleon. Yeah, okay, I gotcha, yeah. So now if I wanted to come in, do I need to make a reservation? Is there?
Not exactly. Some people should drop by, but it's nice to have a reservation.
So it's always best to reserve some time.
We could be very active, and at least your table is ready when you get there. Yeah.
That's fantastic.
And John take care of this, you know. She take care of all those.
She takes care of everybody. So you guys work multifaceted roles.
No, I talk about my wife John.
Oh, your wife Joan.
He put me in trouble.
I'm gonna get you in all kinds of trouble today, right? And we talk about retiring, and so
she takes care of the front.
She takes care of the front. How many chefs do you guys have working to meet this great demand of this fantastic food?
A very little family.
Very little.
Little family.
Yeah.
Yeah. All the people work mostly part-time, and they have a family to take care of.
Sure,
you know?
sure.
So, but everybody is consistent with me, and
Yeah.
they always back me up.
Okay.
Like today, for
Yeah,
example,
yeah, I gotcha.
Jennifer is there.
Yeah.
You know,
So she's
Yeah.
like your right-hand man, so to speak.
she is
Right-hand woman.
when she's here.
When she's here. And so we talked about, obviously you guys have a fantastic, French dishes, the pate, the hors d'oeuvres, the salad, and the fish dish that we talked about. And we talked about you guys have a kids menu that makes
not a
families
kids
happy.
menu, but a sample dish.
So, sample dish, so
dish,
smaller,
yeah,
simple.
like a organic hamburger. We
Okay.
have pasta. We have you know,
Great,
something
things that kids like. And then you guys also have a vegetarian menu.
Oh yes, absolutely. You know, many people are vegetarian by those days, so we have always a soup, you know, with pure vegetable. We have different entrees who are vegetarian.
So you guys really can cater to anybody who comes in, and you don't need any special attire. You don't necessarily need a reservation. Are there nights of the week, if I want to come down on a Friday night, is it best to have a reservation?
It's better.
It's better to have the reservation. And you guys have an extensive wine collection, I hear.
We do, yes. So with John take care mostly of the wine and all this, but we have a lot of wine from France, but we have also some good wine from California.
Okay. Do you know about how many wines you have?
How many?
Many?
Well, they change quite often because sometimes you ordering some wine, and when you are ready to order it, then again, they no more there.
Okay,
So everything, but we are quite consistent. We have a lot of Bordeaux, we have a lot of Bourgogne wine, Alsace, and some good wine from California too.
Fantastic. And so
we have full liquor license too.
I'm sorry?
We have full liquor.
Oh, you have full liquor license. Fantastic. So
waiting at the table.
So if you're not a wine drinker like myself, then
that's fine. Yeah, we take care of you.
Fantastic. So if I was to go in and order the fish dish, which is called again one more time,
the paella.
The paella.
Yeah, basket.
Paella baskets. What would be the best wine to go with that?
Well, me, I'd like white wine.
You like white wine?
Yes. Yeah. I'd like a good macon with this would go well, you know.
Yeah, and
as well as a good Shiraz, maybe a nice red. You have the Coteron, which is a very, very exquisite red wine. I think that it would go well with it.
Fantastic, great, guys! I can't thank you enough. And you know, if you're in the market for some authentic French food, everything made from scratch, all the chicken stocks, all the pieces, all the ingredients, everything from scratch. I even hear you have an herb garden in the back of the restaurant that you use some of the herbs from the garden.
That's right. John, my wife, take care of this too. Yeah.
I mean, you can't get any fresher than that.
She's a magnifique lady.
She's unbelievable, is she?
Oh,
you look right there and tell her how magnificent she is.
Oh, you are beautiful, John.
Fantastic. So, guys, one more time, the name of the restaurant, Le
Lyonnais.
Le Lyonnais. I'm still learning.
Doing well now.
One more time. Together.
Lyonnais.
Le Lyonnais. If you guys want some great French food in Acton, go to Le Lyonnais on Route 2A in Acton. Fantastic. And how do we say goodbye in French?
Au revoir.
Au revoir. Au revoir, everybody. Until next time. Thank you.
À bientôt.
What does à bientôt mean?
See you soon.
See you soon. So, au revoir, à bientôt. I got that better than I got the name.
That's good.
Thank you, everybody. Bye-bye.
And don't forget, Le Lyonnais is open since 1970. Like proof this bottle of wine there, this beautiful Bordeaux. Et à bientôt, on vous attend.